Let's follow the path of Dusty's trail, oh, Dusty's trail, Dusty's trail. A stage and a wagon a heading west, part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them a-rolling to the promised land. Oh, the going gets mighty rough, but they don't seem to mind. It's California, that's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their way, but they won't stop, come what may. Mountains and hills that they must scale, but they know they'll make it 'cause they just can't fail on Dusty's trail.
Okay, little doggy, just hold still, 'cause I'm gonna rope and tie you. Look what I caught.
Looks more like he caught you.
She's really a beauty, isn't she? A genuine Appalachian.
It's not an Appalachian, it's Appaloosa. And it's not a she, it's a he.
I don't care if it's a boy Appaloosa or a girl Appalachian. It's a beauty.
Sure is.
Can I keep him?
Yeah, looks like a wild horse. And no shoes. Here. Don't see any sign of a brand.
Yeah?
Looks like you found yourself a horse, Dusty.
Really? It's my own horse and I can keep him? My own horse.
Don't fight. I'll see if I can get you out of this. You get in some of the wildest...
Don't let go.
Let go of this one. Huh? Let go!
Looks like your Appaloosa cut off here, Uriah. With them other tracks.
I told you it was a horse thief, Marshal. Keep the rope handy, Roy. As soon as we catch up with him, we're gonna hang that varmint to the nearest tree.
Exactly the governor's mansion. Oh, no, but it'll sure be nice to sleep inside for one night. Their corral's in pretty good shape.
I'd be happier with that information if I were a horse. This place looks like it's a rest home for termites.
Carter, why is everything out west so western?
All right, up, Busty.
Hey, look, everybody! I got myself a wild horse.
Daphne, he's beautiful. Well, I'll be. He's a beauty.
I'm gonna call him Freckles in that county. He's got all those freckles.
No, those are called blotches.
I'm still gonna call him Freckles. I don't like the name Blotch.
He is an elegant-looking beast, isn't he?
Yeah, it'd cost you a pretty piece of change to buy one like that.
Please, I never invest in anything that eats.
I'm not gonna sell him. I'm gonna keep him forever.
Well, it may take you that long to break him. He looks a little ornery to me.
I can be just as ornery as he is. Let's need a little practice.
Well, afraid we haven't got time, Dusty. We're gonna pull out of here at sunup tomorrow.
Good. The accommodations here are simply dreadful.
Hey, Mr. Callahan, guess what? I found a telegraph in there.
Oh, boy, a telegraph. I mean, a real telegraph. What's a telegraph?
It's a new invention by Samuel Morse. You see that wire?
You can send messages over it.
You gotta be joshing me. You can't send messages over a skinny little wire like that. Your little wires don't even fit.
Yes, you can. You send it by clicking a series of dots and dashes. That invention is gonna make millions.
What's the matter with him?
Nothing. He always cries when he hears of someone else making millions.
Anyway, I figure if I can repair the break in the wire, I can make contact all the way back to St. Louis.
Oh, good. We can find out where we are and where to go.
How long you think it'll take you to fix that contraption?
A couple of days, maybe 3. Oh, great. Then I can break Freckles while we're waiting.
Yeah. And then you'd have your very own horse, Dusty.
Yeah, my very own horse. Me and Freckles, together forever.
Looks like your horse thief joined a wagon train, Uriah.
Yeah. Come on, let's move, Marshal. I don't want him crossing any borders before we hang him.
Okay.
Wow, that makes 17 times he's hit the ground, according to my count. I counted 18.
You're both wrong. It's 20. You forgot the time he bounced twice. Come on, Dusty. Get up on him again, boy.
Come on, Dusty.
Hey, Dusty, why don't you quit for a while?
I think he's tired.
You think he's tired, huh?
He's not throwing me as far as he was before.
All right, Dusty, I'm going to show you something about breaking a horse. The first thing you got to do is show him who's boss.
He knows that. He knows that.
Come on.
Mr. Jones, Bean, and Stringfellow. Stop. Buy 1 million shares of Erie Barge. Stop.
Mr. Brookhaven, even if I repair this telegraph key, I must use it for more important messages than that.
More important than money? If you're not joking, young man, you're sick.
Feels just like I slipped and fell in the bathtub.
Look, it is a bathtub.
I'll be...
I wonder why anyone would leave it here.
Yeah, well, too heavy to carry on a stagecoach. Yeah, they probably busted an axle getting it this far.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? A hot bath. A hot bath.
Hey, how about that, Dusty? Nice hot bath.
It's not big enough for all of us.
No, separately, little pal, separately. Girls, go heat up some water.
Right away.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
Right.
Knees tight.
Home, Marshal. Yeah, it leads to that old relay station up ahead.
And so does our horse thief's tracks. Get that rope ready, Roy.
Hurry with the hot water. My goosebumps are getting bigger than the soap bubbles.
Now, don't be frightened, Freckles. I'm not going to hurt you. Question is, are you going to do the same? Okay. Easy, boy. Easy. 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 This is your friend. Easy. This is your friend. Dusty! be ashamed of yourself. Acting like a wild animal. Just wanted to be your friend. Some friend you turned out to be. Okay, I'm not going to put up any more horsing around even your horse. Do you understand? Hmm?
Dusty. You gentled him.
Yeah, you showed him who's boss.
Dusty, you're a man after my own heart.
I can't believe it. My own horse. My really own horse for the rest of my life.
Of course, that won't be for very long.
Welcome to the hanging, folks. There's some strong trees over by that relay station, Marshal. Why don't we hang them over there?
Just a minute. Dusty did not steal that horse.
You're right, he's innocent.
You'll have to prove otherwise.
Well, that's easy. This horse is Circle O stock. He's only got one mark on him, and it's mine. And there it is. Circle O.
Well, I've looked at a lot of brands, but I never saw that circle before.
Well, that horse has always been covered with spots. First time I saw him, I thought he had measles.
He's a low-down horse thief, and we're gonna hang him.
Now, hold on. There are extenuating circumstances.
Constable, you must not allow this to happen.
Or the United States government will not receive another penny of my tax money.
Thought you were supposed to be a lawman. What kind of justice do you have in this territory?
Okay. We'll give him a fair trial.
Now, that's better. And then we'll hang him.
Order in the court.
How long have you known the defendant?
Since we left the East.
In your personal opinion, would he ever steal anything?
Oh, no, never.
See, I'm innocent.
Sit down. We ain't even got to the part about you stealing horses yet.
Do you believe that Dusty would go around stealing horses?
Your Honor, Dusty wouldn't steal honey from a beehive.
There's two things I wouldn't steal. Horses and honey.
Marshal, what's she saying got to do with him stealing my Appaloosa?
She's a character witness.
What we need here is a miracle witness.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, may I, approach the bench?
That's what I call a good approach to the bench.
Say what you have to say, ma'am.
Well, Your Honor, I'd, do just about, anything to save Dusty's life.
Marshal, if we're gonna get on with hanging this fella, don't you go getting swayed by no painted lady.
She ain't no painted lady. She's my friend. And if you want to be swayed by my friend, the painted lady, just go right ahead.
You can step down now, miss.
Your Honor, I think it is time that I had a talk with you in the privacy of your chambers.
I ain't got no chamber. Speak your mind.
Well, it's terribly personal. It concerns,
Are you offering me a bribe?
a bribe? How dare you, sir?
Well, if you are, you're wasting your money.
I was merely willing to offer a very great deal of money to have you release this young man on bail permanently.
Carter would never dream of bribing anyone.
It still sounded like a bribe to me.
Let me approach it in a different way. I am willing to pay a large amount of money to this young man here for the misappropriated horse, providing it spares Dusty's life.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Brookhaven.
The horse ain't for sale, mister. No matter how much money you got.
Nonsense. Every man has his price.
Women, too, Your Honor.
Order in the court. Sit down, mister. You had your piece. Has anybody else got anything to say before I pass judgment?
I do. That man is guilty.
Right.
Oh, I mean, he is guilty of making a simple mistake. Why, if Dusty here had thought for a minute that horse belonged to somebody else, he'd have never claimed it for his own. Well, you and I both know we all make stupid mistakes from time to time.
I sure do.
Just like he's doing now.
Right.
I should have been the one to find that brand, but I didn't, so it's my fault. And I'm asking you to hang me instead.
You don't have to take my blame.
Marshal, we found the accused sitting on my horse, not him, and that's a hard fact.
Under the circumstances, I ain't got but one choice, and that's to find you, the defendant, guilty. Silence! Order to court! I'm afraid we're gonna have to hang you, son.
What are you afraid about? I'm the one who's going to be hung.
We'll hang him at sunup.
It only gives me about 12 hours to fix that telegraph.
What good's that gonna do us now?
There's a territorial court of appeals in Johnson City. If I can get the judge there to declare a mistrial, the marshal will have to free Dusty.
Come on, let's shackle him up. Take him over there. Court's adjourned. Now, you can sleep in this tonight.
Well, considering the hanging and everything, I don't like the shape of my bed.
Well, this way nobody will have to keep guard, and everybody will get a good night's rest. Now, get in there.
There's no way he's gonna run away, chained to this fancy horse barrel.
Andy, you go see if you can get that telegraph fixed. I got an idea might give us the time we need.
Right.
Dusty boy. Dusty. Wake up. I got the key. Here. You unlock the other. You unlock that one. I gotta get my guns. Dusty?
Yeah, I guess so. That handcuff was really tight. Hey, that handcuff really hurts when you got it around your...
Wake up the marshal.
You don't believe me? I'll show you. Look, it's like that, see? It hurts, huh?
I think the marshal's waking up.
Oh, no. Fixes me out with my handcuff. I'm gonna be killed before I get home.
No, it's all right. Go back to sleep again. Okay, take these off. I did give you the keys, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. But what?
But I threw them away over there.
You took it out. If we get out of this, I may hang you myself. Huh?
Folks know the penalty for aiding and abetting the escape of a horse thief?
We didn't aid and abet anyone. Well, I would have if I could have. We would have if we could have, and we should have.
That wagon master sprung him loose.
Looks like when we catch up to him, we'll have a double necktie party.
You warn me when you're going to stop.
I'm sorry. Stop! Is that fast enough?
Hey, Dusty, do you know where we are?
Yeah, I sure do. Up the creek.
No, this is the place you found that Appaloosa.
Oh, no, let's get out of here. I don't want to find another one. I'll get hung twice.
No, if we can find another set of hoof prints, it might lead us to the real horse thief. We'll split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Right.
Good. Wait. We have got to find something to get these things off of us.
Not a chance. These handcuffs are as solid as a rock.
Well, keep looking at it.
Okay. Can't see anything.
Neither can I.
Well, I guess we're going to be stuck together for the rest of our lives.
I guess so. Hey, how'd you do that?
How did I do that?
Never mind, never mind. When we're old and sitting in rocking chairs, we'll figure it out. But we will never live to get old if we don't find that horse thief. I tell you what, you take that trail, I'll go down that way. If either one of us spot anything, we meet back here, all right?
Don't take them off, young fella. Some folks like to die with their boots on.
Not me.
Please reconsider what you're doing.
Hey, hold a hanging, hold a hanging. Here's your horse thief right here.
It's Crazy Blue!
Crazy Blue?
That's the wild stallion that's been chasing horses off all over the territory.
Oh, I thought he was dead. He's been around these parts for years.
Yeah, well, he's driven some of your prize stock into a box canyon about 4 miles from here. He could have driven off that Appaloosa of yours, too.
Oh, yeah? I suppose he could have.
Well, now, I reckon we almost made a dumb mistake. You are free to go, Sonny.
I know. Mr. Callahan?
Yeah?
I don't know how to say thank you except thank you.
Oh, that's all right, little pal. You'd have done anything in the world to save my neck, wouldn't you?
I'd save your whole body. Oh, Freckles. I love you. No, you can't take Freckles away. He's my horse, and I love him. I love him. No. You can't take Freckles away.
You're having that same crazy dream again.
Yeah, about the sheriff and the rancher and the hanging and the yucca and all the rest.
But he's gonna take Freckles away from you. He was a wild horse, and you broke him, and he belongs to you.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause then I could be having a nightmare.
Dusty? Good night. Sure wish Dusty'd get here with that blanket.
Glad you know about smoke signals, Callahan.
That's part of being a wagon master. We'll send up a signal that we come in peace, and they'll let us pass through their territory. Hey, what took you so long?
How to roll Lulu out of it.
Hey. All right, get a hold of the blanket. 3 short puffs mean that we're friendly.
You want to spell that friendly with a capital F or a small F?
Will you stop jabbering? The fire will go out. All right, you hold that end down over there. That'll be good and tight. All right?
The blanket.
Dusty, you've added 2 extra puffs.
You changed the message. I think 5 puffs mean that we're mortal enemies. If they saw those last 2 puffs, we are in big trouble. All right, let's hurry it up, girls.
What's the big panic, Callahan?
Dusty just sent up the wrong smoke signal. I don't know what kind of a message those Indians got.
Are we gonna head north?
No, there's heavy snow up there.
What about south?
Bandit territory.
Some choice. We get captured, frozen, or shot.
Yeah, Miss Brookhaven, you folks all set?
Yes. Oh, dear, for Cass's sake, I do hope those Indians are friendly. Tomorrow's a very special day.
Darling, you can't expect them to be friendly just because it's my birthday.
They're really close now. Maybe less than a mile.
Well, we can't hightail it out of here now. They got fast ponies, we got slow wagons.
Oh, we just can't sit around here and wait for them.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're going to do. Indians admire and respect courage, and that's what we're going to show them, is courage. Right, folks?
Right. Courage.
Just pour and smile like nothing was wrong. Remind me later to scream in pain, huh? Yeah, we are here in peace.
We know you come in peace.
Yes, in Tarawaka smoke signals. 3 puffs mean friendly. 5 mean lifelong friendship.
We're lucky I'm such a lousy speller.
Well, it's nice that we all came here in friendship.
Yeah, I mean, how about that? We're all just good friends, hmm?
All right, Chief. I mean, if he was a member of your tribe, he would be known as Little Chief Hole in the Head. Yeah, well, all we want is for our wagon train to pass through your territory.
Of course. To pass through our territory, it is custom to pay tribute.
Yes, but we have many fine gifts for you. Yeah, I'd have him gift wrap for you, but I don't think you'd want him.
Do business, you need a businessman. Chief, how about this diamond? Worth 5,000 buffalo.
Rather have 1 buffalo.
It's 24 carats.
Tribe grows own vegetables. Chief, like this. I accept this as tribute. You may pass through our territory.
Oh, that was very generous of you, dear, giving up your favorite walking stick.
Well, I must say it goes rather well with that elegant headdress. Well, that's something I'd like to have.
Now you may continue on your journey.
Thank you, Chief.
I've just gotten a most marvelous idea for Carter's birthday.
Let's take care of the birthday later. I gotta say goodbye to the Chief.
Oh, before you do, perhaps you can make an arrangement with him for that lovely headdress.
For the headdress? But that's impossible.
Oh, please. It would mean so much to Carter. Or for the Chief, my gold bracelet.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I can't seem to find my Daphne.
Well, she's probably in the stagecoach.
Oh, yes, perhaps. I'll look and see.
Hey, where's Mr. Callahan?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was checking his horse. Maybe he knows where Mrs. Brookhaven is.
You said you had a surprise for me?
Yes, Miss Brookhaven. And you've got your surprise for Mr. Brookhaven's birthday. Yeah.
Headdress? Oh, it'll be the best birthday present Carter's ever had.
Well, I sure hope he appreciates it, because I had to trade your gold bracelet and my Bowie knife for that.
Your Bowie knife?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Callahan. I know how much that Bowie knife meant to you.
Mrs. Brookhaven, Mr. Callahan. I don't believe it.
Something wrong?
Nope.
Well, then why are you so nervous?
I'm not saying.
What aren't you saying?
I'm not saying that I saw Mrs. Brookhaven and Mr. Callahan kissing in broad daylight, because if this gets around, it...
Mr. Callahan and Mrs. Brookhaven? Are you sure?
I saw it with my own eyes, both of them.
Oh, Mr. Brookhaven's going to be devastated. Oh, we've got to keep them apart before this goes any further.
Yeah, like right now.
Betsy, what are you doing there?
I got a better question. What are you doing sitting on my lap?
Well, I didn't know your lap was there. Now move over.
Mr. Callahan.
Yes?
I have something I'd like to tell Mrs. Brookhaven. Would you mind moving?
No, dear.
What a lucky wife you are to have such a charming, devoted husband like Mr. Brookhaven.
I know that.
Betsy, your beans are ready.
Oh, now? Oh, Lulu, would you mind taking my place?
What's wrong with where I am?
Well, this log is much softer over here. Okay. I was just telling Mrs. Brookhaven about how wonderful her husband is. Faithful and devoted. Isn't that right, Lulu? Well, he never winked at me, Mrs. Brookhaven.
The beans are ready, Lulu. Come get them.
Here, Dusty, what's the matter with you?
I just can't seem to sit still tonight. Maybe Annie's serving jumping beans. My, but it's chilly tonight. You know, Mr. Brookhaven, if I had a wife as beautiful as yours, I'd put my arms around her and keep her warm.
I'll do better than that. I'll go fetch a shawl.
Thank you, dear. Mr. Callahan. Now that Mr. Brookhaven is gone, I can tell you that I have an unexpected surprise for him.
What? It wouldn't remain a surprise if we told everyone, would it?
Quite right. If we told everyone, our secret might leak out.
Lulu, you're doing a wonderful thing trying to save the Brookhaven's marriage. Well, from what you've been telling me has been going on, we'd better get Mr. Callahan's mind off of Mrs. Brookhaven in a hurry. Are you sure you can do it? If I can, I'll turn in my beauty mark. Hi, Cal.
Hi, Lulu. Just getting everything shipshape for today's trek.
Well, speaking of shipshape, what do you think of my new outfit?
That's great. Hand me that can of axle grease there, would you?
Sure. Only I'll have to be real careful, Cal, because I don't want to get any grease on this tight, form-fitting dress.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Boy, I always admired you wagon masters. I mean, you're such a mass of muscles. You know, I'll bet if you hugged a girl, you'd put a dent in her rib cage.
Now, speaking of rib cage, I sure wish we could fatten up old Betsy. That golly, she do sweat a lot on the trail.
Well, you know, there's a lot more interesting things around here beside trails and horses. If you just open your eye.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I've been looking all over for that wrench. There you are. Huh. I believe she was wearing a new dress.
Well, how'd it go? Like the Battle of Waterloo. Meet Napoleon.
I took the emerald from my ring. Do you think it adds the right touch to the headdress?
Oh, Mrs. Brookhaven, that's a thing of beauty.
Oh, I thought it needed a little something extra. Now, where can I hide it so that he won't find it and spoil our secret?
Well, how about the covered wagon? He never goes in there.
Oh, just the right place.
Yes, ma'am.
I've hidden dear Carter's present where no one will ever find it.
Oh, that's good. Here, let me help you down, Mrs. Brookhaven. Oh.
Husband is always the last to know. Callahan, unhand my wife.
Well, you don't understand.
I said unhand my wife, sir.
But...
Drop her at once, sir.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
Mr. Brookhaven, will you please get inside?
I'm not riding with that woman.
Whoa! Everybody, whoa!
Look, Mr. Brookhaven, you can't walk all the way to California.
I can try. I will not ride with Mrs. Brookhaven or that wife-stealing wagon master.
At least get my coach and talk it over with Mrs. Brookhaven.
Not until I avenge my honor. After the duel with Mr. Callahan, she can take the one that's left.
Duels don't settle anything.
You might get shot.
Shot? Good heavens.
Why are we stopping?
The duel is off.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that.
Me too. Now I'd have to keep that secret.
What secret?
Well, I saw Mr. Callahan kissing your wife.
You kissed my wife?
Now, Mr. Brookhaven.
You can't. Receive my second within the hour.
Before you go ahead with this duel, Mr. Brookhaven, I've got to warn you, Mr. Callahan's a dead shot.
Andy, I think you should know I once won a piggy bank in a shooting gallery.
That piggy didn't shoot back.
You have a point there. Nevertheless, my honor is at stake.
Mr. Brookhaven, if you'll just give me 2 minutes, I can explain this whole situation.
Andy, I appoint you my second. I refuse to speak to Callahan. Tell him he has 1 minute to leave.
You heard him, Mr. Callahan. You've got 1 minute to leave.
Well, if he's going to behave like that, you tell him that he can speak to me through my second, who is Dusty. Dusty, you tell him that I am not interested in his wife.
I am not interested in his wife. I mean, I'm interested in your wife. I mean, his wife.
He's not interested in your wife.
Then why was he kissing her?
Then why was he kissing her?
Why was he kissing her?
It had to do with a birthday present.
I didn't even believe that one.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
No one tells the Brookhaven to shut up. Tell him I shall meet him on the field of honor.
Mr. Callahan.
Mrs. Brookhaven, we shouldn't be seen talking to each other. We're in enough trouble as it is.
I simply had to tell you that even though Mr. Brookhaven doubts my love, I don't want him to get hurt.
Well, neither do I. But I tried to talk him out of it. He challenged me to a duel.
There must be a way.
Well, if there is, I'm sure that I don't... Oh. Yes, there just might be one way.
What is it you wanted?
Nothing. I just thought we'd take a little walk and get some fresh air and... Oh, my, what have we stumbled upon? It looks like Mr. Callahan's practice range. He's just warming up. That was left-handed. Look at that. He shot the tail feathers right out of the eagle.
Destruction of money. Unforgivable.
What about the duel? You're going to give it up now.
No, I'm not. I need more practice.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Yes, I'm sure.
It's a good thing I'm not a few inches taller. But give up the duel, Mr. Brookhaven. It's not worth your life or mine.
When a Brookhaven's honor is at stake, there is no turning back.
Hold it.
What are you doing there?
I want to be where it's safe.
And in the unlikely event that a stray Callahan bullet should pierce my aching heart, I bequeath the sum of $1 million to my favorite charity, the Institute for the Underprivileged Rich, and to my beloved wife, Daphne.
Yes, Mr. Brookhaven.
I leave all my gold mines, all my banks, and everything else they can't take with me.
Oh, Mr. Brookhaven, you're the most forgiving man I've ever met. You must love her deeply.
Oh, I do, my dear. I love her more than I love my mother. And she left me my fortune.
Your bedroll's still made up. You been up all night?
Yeah. Trying to figure some way out of this silly duel.
Got any ideas?
Well, the only thing I can think of is to go ahead and have the duel and make sure I miss him.
The only trouble with that is he'll be shooting at you.
Did you ever see Mr. Brookhaven shoot? Couldn't hit a buffalo if he's riding on its back.
You might get lucky. He's got 6 shots.
You got a point there.
You know, I was thinking, what if we took the lead
out of the bullets and just left the powder.
Yeah, blanks, huh? That way Mr. Brookhaven could avenge his honor and nobody get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're a genius, Andy. But don't tell anybody. Mr. Brookhaven must never know.
Never.
Hey, cheers.
The duel will proceed in 5 minutes. Mr. Callahan has given you first choice of weapons.
I'm not sure which one to pick.
Take my word, sir, they're identical.
Oh.
I'll give the other gun to Mr. Callahan.
Tell him to expect a rigorous battle. He has only his life at stake. I have my millions.
Here's some things you might need, Mr. Brookhaven. Some bandages and splints and... Oh, yeah, there's a stretcher out by the field.
Bandages and splints?
And the smelling salts for me. I can't stand the sight of blood. And I know there's going to be plenty of that.
Perhaps everyone is right. Perhaps we should call the whole thing off.
Well, hooray! That's great, Mr. Brookhaven. I mean, what do you care if everybody calls you a coward?
Coward? Brookhaven has never turned his back on danger. The duel is back on. My gun, please.
I can't find it.
Very well. I'll use yours. You may inform Mr. Callahan that I am ready to face him. And may the richest man win.
Shoot straight, sir. I will show no mercy.
You, sir, have stolen your last wife. Let the duel proceed.
Gentlemen, you will each take 10 paces, and on the count of 10, you will turn and fire. Ready, Dusty?
Ready. 1, 2.
Carter, you mustn't go on with this. It's all a dreadful mistake. You see, I was planning this surprise for you.
Now, Daphne, dears, please stand back. Mr. Callahan has just cuckolded his last cuckoldee. It's a matter of honor now, dear.
Mrs. Brookhaven, there's nothing to worry about. Mr. Callahan and I took the lead out of the bullets. There's nothing in there but powder.
Oh, thank heavens.
Okay, then. We have to start over again. Everybody back up. Ready or not? 1, 2, 3.
Dusty, can't you count to 10 any faster than that?
No, okay. Have to start all over again. Back up. On your mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ye gads, what's all the rush about?
I can't wait to find out how it turns out. 9, 10.
Dusty, get down!
Out of the way!
Well, I have fired my best shot, Mr. Brookhaven. Now it's your turn.
Thank you, sir.
It's a real bullet.
Well, what did you expect, a marshmallow? Defend yourself.
I give up, Mr. Brookhaven.
My honor has been avenged. Daphne, come along, dear.
Andy, I could have been killed.
Well, I can't figure out how real bullets got in Mr. Brookhaven's gun.
That wasn't Mr. Brookhaven's gun. That was my gun.
Your gun? Dusty, how did he get your gun? I mean, for crying out loud, I could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Callahan, but at least you learned a great dance.
Oh, yeah, it did.
What did you do that for?
I don't like to dance alone, little pal. I don't like to dance alone. He don't even know I'm shooting blanks.
For he's a jolly good fellow that nobody can deny.
Thank you, one and all. Just imagine, I'm wearing a real Indian chief's headdress.
Well, I'm mighty glad we got our misunderstanding cleared up, Mr. Brookhaven. Put her there.
No longer Mr. Brookhaven, sir. From now on, Big Chief, never be suspicious of wife again.
You know, if I ever get married, Mrs. Brookhaven, I hope I get married to someone like you.
Oh, thank you, Dusty.
Quiet, Grjngo. Still! Soon they send back a wheel for your wagon and we move on, yeah? Always it is worse when you have not been fed. I go see what I can find for you. Quiet, Grjngo. Quiet. Try to be quiet.
We'll camp here for tonight.
Please, Mr. Callahan, let's not stop here. I got a weird feeling about this place.
You get a weird feeling about a lot of places.
But this time my weird feeling's weirder than my usual weird.
Believe me, I have discovered that experience is more reliable than feeling. Now, you can trust me. This is a safe place to camp.
Fine, Lulu. I got tomatoes and potatoes and... When you were coming over, did you happen to see a bag of beans going the other direction?
A bag of beans going? You know, I always thought I understood men, but you shake my confidence. Just get the vegetables ready, okay?
No. Try this one.
I saw that tomato snatcher. Give it back. Give it back. Look, if you're going to afford a fur coat, you're going to afford to pay for the vegetables. Come on down here and fix me like a man. Come
Andy, don't feed them ponies too many apples. There ain't nothing more ornery than a pony with the bloat.
Mr. Callahan, Andy, help! Terrible, big, out of a tree, mouth, teeth, and tomatoes and potatoes and...
Wait a minute. Simmer down now. Let's try to make some sense.
You're hysterical, Dusty. Now, take a deep breath. Pronounce each word slowly. You ready? Or begin.
Tree.
What about a tree?
Thing.
Thing in a tree. What kind of thing?
Hair.
All right, you saw a hairy thing in a tree. What was it doing there?
Hairy arms and hairy feet and hairy toes and hairy cheeks and look like a big man-eating wing. And don't let it get me.
Yeah, wait a minute. All right, little pal. Nothing's going to get you.
Dusty, the thing you described couldn't possibly be here.
It couldn't?
No, the only creature answering to that description is the giant African bush gorilla, and there aren't any on this continent.
Well, why don't you tell that the gorilla swipe my tomatoes?
Now, wait a minute. There is no doubt that you saw something. But if Andy, with all his book learning, says it ain't a gorilla, that is one thing we can be sure that it ain't, huh?
I didn't see a big old hairy gorilla?
Absolutely not.
Sure am glad I didn't see that big old hairy gorilla before.
Why?
Because I just didn't see him swiping those apples right now.
The apples are gone.
I wonder who could have taken them.
Well, one thing for sure, we know it wasn't a big, hairy gorilla. Right, Andy?
Right. Well, they couldn't just get up and walk away. I mean, what in tarnation are we up against here?
You hear that? Indian war drums.
Those are not Indian war drums.
How can you be sure of that?
Because I speak drum language. And if those were Indian war drums, the message that they just sent out would be, my uncle's elbow is in the house of a squirrel.
Maybe the drummer's a rotten speller.
Well, one thing I know for sure, that sound is not Indian war drums. And no Indian made that footprint. What do you make of that, Andy?
It's remarkable. It's the track of a simian primate in the great ape classification.
Oh, thank goodness. For a minute, I thought you were going to say gorilla.
That's what he just said.
I don't understand it. But I can't deny it appears to be the track of a gorilla.
Deny it. Deny it.
I don't know what it is. But until it can be identified, we must assume it's dangerous.
Yeah, very.
And hairy.
That thumping noise has stopped.
Carter, are you sure?
My dear, if I can hear interest accumulating in a vault in Boston, I can certainly hear when a noise has stopped. Listen.
Yes. I distinctly hear nothing. There it isn't again. Carter, what shall we do? I feel like running.
Brookhaven's never run. Not when they can hide.
I don't know how you can be so calm, Lulu. I got a real case of the jitters. Well, when a gal earns her living doing the cooch dance at the cowboy picnic, she learns not to scare so easy. Relax. I'll try. But I can't help worrying. Well, everybody gets that spooky feeling once in a while. Just keep telling yourself that you're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm afraid.
Dusty. Andy. We got company.
Oh, should I make some coffee and biscuits?
It's not that kind of company. Hey. It's that kind of company.
What do you think it is, Mr. Callahan?
I don't know. All right, come on out, whoever you are, and come out slow.
Klaus von Schmidt, at your service. And so, I have been tracking him since he geflogen, since his escape. And then I see your campfire and decide I must present myself before it is too late, yeah?
What do you mean, too late?
My gorilla is a ferocious and wild, dangerous animal. If he hurt any of you, I should be most sorry.
I knew it was a gorilla. I could smell bananas on his breath.
Why don't you tell us everything you can about your gorilla? That way we stand a better chance of protecting ourselves and helping you capture him.
Yeah, that macht good. I agree with you, sir. First of all, I tell you his his name. Grjngo.
Gesundheit.
Has he escaped before?
Oh, yeah. In London and in Vienna. Oh, many times. And always he does the same thing.
What do you mean?
First, he finds food. Then he beats his chest to establish his territory. And then?
And then what?
And then he steals a woman.
Oh. Well, at least our ladies are all safe.
Quick, Mr. Callahan! Shoot! He's got Betsy!
Well, I can't. I might hit her.
Ah, Du bist kaputt. You have lost them. Now Grjngo has her, and he will kill anyone who tries to take her back. Lieber, das ist mein Gestiefelpund. Das Abische Haus gegangen mit der kleinen Mädel.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. When I am excited, I forget to speak my good English.
Now, look, let's not lose our heads. Betsy is in trouble, and she's depending upon us.
Yeah, let's run after that gorilla and take Betsy away from him and give him a knuckle sandwich right in the fangs.
Nein. I have seen Grjngo tear a tree trunk in half with his bare hands.
Maybe we better wait until he's tired of her.
The first thing we gotta do is figure out where he's taking her.
Well, if he behaves like other great apes, he's probably heading for a cave.
Yeah, that is exactly right.
Well, we better give up then. There's so many caves around and the mountains look like Swiss cheese.
Look, we'll make search parties. You go with Klaus, Andy will go with me. We'll leave Mr. Brookhaven here to look after the ladies. Come on, Andy.
No, thank you. I'm not hungry. They're good.
Betsy! Hey, Betsy, can you hear me?
Dusty, I'm in here!
Grjngo! It is I, Klaus, yeah? Do not harm the girl, Grjngo. Please, do not harm the girl. Listen to me closely, my friend. Grjngo may get crazy any time now. So you must hurry and find Mr. Callahan and give him an important message. Meanwhile, I shall stand watch here.
Yeah, what if I go find Mr. Callahan, give him an important message while you stand watch here?
That is just what I have said.
I know, but it sounded so good I wanted to hear it again.
So, now you must take my message and do not miss ein word. The exactness of the message may save the girl's life. Ja, gut?
Ja, gut.
Gut. Das Abische Wurst ist gefüllt der schöne Schulische mit der Grjngo Gewand oder alles in Ordnung. Abfüllung, alles in Ordnung oder machen Sie kaputt. Tot. Ja, gut?
Ja, gut.
Gut. Ein Moment, bitte. Young man, the message in English is that... Ach, he is gone. Dummkopf.
Betsy! Betsy! Betsy, where are you? Betsy! Betsy!
Mr. Callahan.
Hey, Dusty, is that you?
Mr. Callahan. Message, quick.
Well, tell us.
Geflungen and geflungen and kaput. Ja, kaput, ja.
That's the message?
Yeah, and Klaus said if I didn't get it right, Betsy might get hurt real bad.
Well, obviously, Klaus remained behind to guard something.
Right, we found the cave where Grjngo took Betsy, and Klaus, said I gotta find you guys while he stayed behind and was lookout. That's what the message must have said. Hey, how about that? I can speak German.
Well, let's make tracks.
No, not yet. Now, without a plan, we run the risk of irritating Grjngo with no purpose.
Yeah, we gotta have a plan.
Has anybody seen Annie's equipment chest?
It's over there on the wagon.
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff to take care of Grjngo.
Oh, I didn't know Andy had a cannon in there.
It's not a gun. It's some kind of scientific formula in a big bottle. That's not it.
If you can tell us what it is you're seeking, perhaps we can help you seek.
I can't remember the name, but it has something that sounds kind of funny.
Potassium cyanide. Fulminate of mercury.
This is it.
Chloroform.
All right, now let's go over the plan one more time, Dusty. Klaus and I will rig the net over the mouth of the cave, just out of Grjngo's sight.
Right. I make a noise outside so he comes outside to see it.
Yeah, and then you and Klaus drop the net over him, and I'll get in there and wrestle with him until you can get the chloroform in his mouth.
Yeah, but you must do it quickly.
You better believe it. I can't wrestle that ape too long.
Don't you worry. As soon as he steps out, I'll just give it to him right in the mouth and just kind of hold it there until he gets out and faints. And boy, it starts really strong. And then I just hold on to it and just give it to
Now listen, you start to make a ruckus as soon as I give the signal, and hurry with that stuff because I can't wrestle that gorilla for very long.
Right.
Hey, Grump! Hey, Grump, come out here!
Grunk is a sissy, Grunk is a sissy.
Come on, get him! Get him, Dusty! Get him! Get him, Dusty! Come on! Get him! Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Anybody ever make some boxing gloves big enough to fit long fingernails, there's going to be a new heavyweight champ of the world.
That Grunk sure was angry when he got back to his cave. I mean, there was steam coming out of his eyes.
Betsy's still in trouble. Nothing to do but go try again.
Nein. Grunk will be twice as suspicious as before, and even more deadly.
I still say that chloroform is the answer. The problem is getting him to take it.
Why don't we give him a ham and chloroform sandwich?
It's ridiculous. The only food the Grunk loves is bananas.
Are you suggesting that we give him a chloroform banana?
That's it. The problem is getting him to take it.
If only we were in Dusseldorf.
What do you, in Dussel whatever? What did you say? What is that?
Because there's a little chimpanzee in the zoo there who is best friends with Grunk. For some reason, Grunk is always very gentle with monkeys.
You mean if we had a little gorilla, we could get him to take a loaded banana?
Well, where you gotta find a little gorilla in this...
Well, it may not be perfect, but it's a rush job.
That is great.
I can't go through life like this.
But Dusty, Mrs. Brookhaven's fur coat looks just fine.
Just get him to trust you, and then you give him that, huh?
Don't worry, Mr. Callahan. I'll have that gorilla eating out of my arm. I mean, my hand. Ooh, I wish I hadn't said that.
Just get him out in the open, and I'll finish him off with this buffalo gun.
Nein, you must not do this. Grunk is an extremely rare specimen. You must appeal to his gentleness. Then he will trust you, and he will take the banana.
Okay, but this is the last time I let anybody make a monkey out of me.
Boy, there goes a brave little guy.
Not angry this time. I think you've got him interested.
Betsy, when you get out, run to me. Turn right. Doing fine. Give me here. Right. Get my knee under. okay? We'll get you out there in a minute, Betsy, baby.
Sorry, Gronk, I can't play anymore.
Keep it up. You got a minute.
Help! Somebody help!
Don't show fear.
How about if I show panic?
Do everything Grjngo does. That's how apes show friendship.
Do what he does.
Come on, Betsy. You take care of Betsy. I'll help Dusty.
He's getting mad with you. Give him the banana. Give him the banana.
No, thanks. I've already had enough. I really don't want it. I just don't want it. No, go ahead, you can have it. I don't want it anymore, really. Just I need it now. I don't want it anymore.
How's he doing?
You see? Monkey do, monkey see, see?
You did it. You knocked him out.
But how? You ate some banana, too.
I only pretended to eat it so he would do what I did. He thought I took a bite like this.
Yeah, well, little pal, I certainly am glad that Krause and Grjngo got themselves back to that circus.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about wild African animals bothering us anymore.
No, that couldn't happen again in a month of Sundays.
You think lions like bananas?
Wagons, go!
Would you mind turning your heads? Okay, I'll turn my head.
Pale face. Pale all over. Except for mark of half moon.
Here you are, fellas. See you later.
Hey, look here, boy.
Dusty's hurt. Where's Dusty?
Well, I don't know. He's probably out there wandering around
Wandering
someplace.
around? You think Freckles threw him?
Yeah, well, he went out there to set some traps. We've been a little low on provisions, you know, and if I know Dusty, he probably got caught in one of his own traps.
Poor Dusty.
Now, don't worry about it. We'll organize a search party and go out and get him. Without Freckles, he can't be very far away. Hey, you gonna show us where he is, old buddy, huh?
Many moons have I waited for this moment.
Great Chief, remember tribal saying, hope may stand tall, but disappointment stands taller.
Listen, what's going on here? I was taking a bath and all of a sudden two of your braves...
Silence. Before you stand chief of all monies, full moon.
Oh, well, howdy, Mr. Moon. Listen, my friends are expecting me to bring back provisions. I gotta be going.
You not know why you here?
Sure, I know why I'm here. Two of your braves grabbed me when I was skinny dipping.
Skinny, the only way you can dip, skinny.
Tell him.
Many moons ago, Chief had baby son. Then, in famous battle of Antelope Horn, baby disappeared.
Gee, that's really a shame.
Chief sad. Not sleep, not eat. But always think one day, son will return.
How would you recognize him?
Very simple.
That wouldn't help. Most kids are very simple.
I mean, very simple for full moon to recognize sun.
Papoose get burned by ash from campfire. Have mark in shape of half moon.
Oh, Mark, in the shape of a half... Where?
On back.
You mean here?
More down.
You here?
More down.
More down, you mean?
Half moon on sit 'em down place.
So long, fellas.
So, Chief.
What do you mean? Take off my underwear and everything?
Open rear door.
You have ash mark.
Yeah, but I got mine a different way.
How?
How? Oh, you mean how I got that scar? You see, I was just a little baby, and all of a sudden I just have...
Son.
Daddy?
Dusty starts. Yeah, he must have stopped here to wash off the trail dust.
You don't think he...
What, drowned? Now he couldn't even swim. He wouldn't get over his knees. Besides, that's not deep enough. Horses. Two of them. One of them carrying double.
Indians?
Yeah, only tribe around here is Monese, and they're friendly. I don't understand it.
We better go back and tell the others.
All right, but be careful, because Dusty's been out there setting traps, and if there's one thing Dusty knows how to do...
Yeah?
...is setting traps.
You're telling me?
As soon as we get out of this mess, we go in the Maunee camp and haul Dusty out of there. Meantime, just hang around here if somebody comes and rescue us.
I'm so embarrassed I could die. What if somebody sees me? Who'll recognize you? No one can see your face. Oh.
Daphne! How is it your skirt stays in place?
I'm a Brookhaven.
Me, the long-lost son of the chief? That's loco.
Prepare him.
Prepare him.
Hey, I don't need a bib. You know, I just don't need one. Don't put that thing on... That's a pretty low bib. Look, I've been a paleface all my life. Honest. I ask you, do I look like an Indian?
Mark of half moon cannot lie.
You must take rightful place next in line to Chief. This half moon, son of full moon, chief of all Monees.
Have no fear, my son. This is whoop of welcome.
Whoopee.
Where is Pale Cloud? My son, this is Pale Cloud. Someday, she will be your bride.
You promised to her when both are papooses.
Pale Cloud rejoices at safe return of beloved. We will wed when the corn is green, and make love when the corn is ripe.
Well, I guess I'll stick around till harvest time.
This Laughing Crow.
How come he's not laughing?
Laughing Crow laugh all the time when he was next in line to Chief and promised to Pale Cloud.
Now somebody else take my place.
Laughing Crow, why you not welcome my son?
If Half Moon true son, then Laughing Crow have welcome. If he false son, then Laughing Crow have revenge.
Show him.
Oh, no, not again.
See? Mark of half moon.
Maybe Mark come off.
Now listen, Laughing Tree.
Crow.
Crow.
Skin come off, but not Mark.
My son is true son. Is that not true, son?
Well, sure as my name is Half Moon.
Dusty must be in there someplace.
Let's go, Mr. Callahan.
Yeah, he must be one of those teepees. I'll sneak in there and have a look. And if you see any sign of danger, hoot like an owl. Hey, that's a good owl.
One day, my son, all of this will be yours.
Imagine that. Me, the son of an Indian chief. Could only happen in America.
Great Chief, I've captured 2 pale faces caught spying on camp.
You see, Half Moon, money, ever wary.
You gotta watch out for them pale faces all the time.
Dusty!
My name is Half Moon.
Who are you trying to kill? What are you doing in that getup?
Tell him, Dad.
Him Half Moon, long-lost son of Full Moon.
Next in line to Chief.
Dusty a Maunee Indian?
If he's a Maunee, I'm Pocahontas.
He has mark of Half Moon on sit him down place. Shoot him.
Enough. They've already seen it anyway.
Great Chief, how we deal with pale faces caught spying?
My son, now it's time to show leadership.
Very wise, Chief of all Maunees.
You will decide fate of pale faces.
Well, they seem like a decent sort. Let them go.
Set him free.
As a gesture of goodwill and in celebration of my return to my father's land.
Wisdom passed down from father to son.
I'll never get used to that.
Dusty, what about the wagon train?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we need your little pal.
You do, really?
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna, collect the firewood and do the cooking and take down the laundry and repair the harness and feed and water the horses?
Westward ho, paleface.
I tell you, you got the wrong guy. Dusty is not Full Moon's son.
He was born in Schenectady. How many Indians do you know who were born in Schenectady?
Many. Schenectady is Indian word. Means end of trail.
Why couldn't I have said Philadelphia?
Half Moon has been proclaimed son of chief.
Well, then unproclaim him. I'm telling you, he is not an Indian. He is an imposter.
If Half Moon is imposter, he will be dealt with according to tribal custom for imposters.
You sure you want to do this, Mr. Callahan?
Yeah, well, anything to save my little pal. Here, Andy. You put that coal up on the barrel. I don't want to see what I'm doing.
All right.
Make sure that coal is shaped like a half moon.
I got it. Looks just like the half moon on Dusty.
Yeah, well, I figure the same half moon in the same place on a couple of fellas be just enough to confuse those Indians. I know the Dusty do the same for me. Yeah! Oh, that's Marge.
Well, that took a lot of courage.
Thank you. Say, which side is Dusty's half moon on?
Well, the last time we went swimming, it was on the, Gosh. I don't remember.
Well, I sat down on the right side. I mean, supposing the right side's the wrong side and the left side's the right side.
I see what you mean.
I mean, if we're going to establish some doubt in Full Moon's mind about Dusty being his son, we might need another volunteer.
You mean,
Andrew. Be seated.
Oh, my dear, you're late for tea.
Well, I'm sorry about that. But I've just witnessed the most amazing event. I couldn't believe my eyes. I hesitate to tell you about Mr. Callahan and Andy.
Oh, please, Carter.
But you're such a cultured person, so very delicate.
Oh, dear. One hears so very little gossip these days.
Oh, very well. Close your eyes.
Mr. Callahan and Andy actually
I dare say they were giving their all for their friend.
honest, what? Andy, too? Wow, am I glad the chief didn't have a daughter. What courage. What devotion. What blisters.
Half Moon. Half Moon, why you not out hunting and fishing?
Of course, it's more fun sipping and swinging.
Oh. Are you sure, Half Moon, my son?
You saw hash mark?
All tribes saw ash mark. Are you sure, Half Moon, my son?
Oh, hey, Laughing Bird.
Crow.
Crow, you dropped your spear.
There's challenge.
How dare you challenge the son of a chief?
If you are true son of chief, then son must be able to defeat any man in tribe.
Any man? I choose him.
Not him, me.
Go ahead, Half Moon. Contest will prove you are my son.
Or false imposter.
How do you think we should approach them?
Very tenderly. Like we're riding.
Yeah. It's too bad we couldn't have walked.
Oh, amen. Pardon me. We got something to show you.
No time now. Race about to start.
What race?
Laughing Crow challenged son of chief. This will prove if he is imposter.
Go back and get the others. Hurry. Yeah.
Foot race to be run over course, marked with arrows.
May the best brave win. Wish you good luck, too, my son.
Ready for race?
Oh, thank goodness. Our butler isn't here to see us doing this manual labor.
Well, if he were here, dear, we wouldn't be doing it.
On your mark. Get set.
You dropped your rattle.
That rattle is signal for race to start.
That ought to do it. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what are you doing like that, Laughing?
Crow.
Crow. Hey, there's no arrow pointing like that. Here, let me help you down, huh?
Oh, good show. What a sportsman.
What a junkhead.
Well, at least you could have done was say thanks.
Half Moon passed test. Here's my true son.
Now for second part of test.
Second.
Now, second and final part of contest. Wrestle bear and bring back skin.
Supposing I got no skin left.
Not your skin. Bring back bear skin.
What about him?
He wrestle bear after you. You lose, Laughing Crew not have to fight.
May best bear win.
How long do you have to wait for a bear to show up?
Not long.
It's okay, little pal.
Huh?
Don't you recognize my voice?
Oh, my gosh, the bear ate Mr. Callahan. Oh, you dirty, rotten bear. You know, you're only supposed to eat berries and honey.
Maybe bear's sick.
I got him. Oh, I don't have him.
Hey, cut it out, pal. I'm Callahan.
Well, the voice is familiar, but I don't recognize the fur.
Dusty, I'm not a real bear. I'm Callahan.
Where did you get the bear skin?
It's Mr. Brookhaven's, one of his prize trophies.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you.
Start fighting. They're looking at us. He, not you. Okay, Dusty, knock me down and make it look good.
Half Moon have defeated Bear.
Then Half Moon must be true son.
What do you say we make it 2 out of 3?
No, Dusty, no.
See? Now Bear's imposter. Half Moon cheat.
Oh, now, really?
Don't argue with the nice young man. Now, go on.
Half Moon not past test. Half Moon, not true son.
Half Moon imposter. Now we treat imposter in tribal manner. And friends of imposter are now not set free.
Hey, Chief, why don't you just take me and let all the rest of them go, huh?
Full Moon, let all go. It is gratitude for proving Skinny is not my son. It's a glorious day for tribal history. Set them all free.
I know how to thank all of you folks.
Hey, welcome back, little pal.
Let me tell you, Mr. Callahan, having a Half Moon scar in your sit-him-down place can get you in a lot of trouble. You're lucky you don't have one.
Dusty, I hate to call this to your attention, but the coffee is boiling over.
Oh.
There.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Callahan.
Well, sorry ain't gonna get it. Now, first of all, you clean up that mess. Then you got the dishes to do, horses to water and feed, the Brookhaven coach to clean out, and pick up the laundry. Now get hopping.
Boy, sure wasn't that way when I was the son of an Indian chief. That's the way it was.